Tubers, family and friends, time for another video of my beautiful queen Filipino wife cooking me a breakfast slash lunch. She has been carrying me since I've been, oh, see what she
It's
has
a ground
today?
beef. I
Ground
put
beef.
garlic and onion of that. And
Oh, wow. And
you know,
bacon.
YouTubers, I'm trying my best to prepare food for my husband because in my whole life I don't like really cooking. But it's a force as a wife to learn how to prepare food for your husband even if you don't know how.
Yeah. I know, and usually I cook for myself
No.
because the Filipinos, it's all Filipino food all the time, and I can't eat that kind of food. I'm mostly carnivore, so that's why you got, this is the only thing that's not carnivore, and the only reason I have this, and really, hon, if we don't have tomato, because
No, we run out of everything.
usually I put tomato and bacon and make my own BLT sandwich without the
We
lettuce.
ran out.
So that's why
Tomorrow
I only have one slice of this toast this time. But yeah, otherwise
I'm gonna give him
it's pretty awesome. And an update on the pool. Oh, the pool is finally filled up. 2 weeks to fill up the pool, and it takes quite a long time. I think, and that was using my well pump in combination with the well water from the municipality system, and mostly I would say 2/3 to 3/4 was from my well pump, and so I had to take out the filters of my regular system toward the end there because my well pump has a sediment in it, and it kept plugging up my pre-filter, and it took longer even than I thought. Before, when I did it the first time, this is only the second time I ever filled this pool from empty, and after the refurbish, because we did a remodel on the pool, right? It's completely remodeled now. All the tiles been fixed, painted with swimming pool paint in a couple places, and the cross, it's now a cross, and it was before. I had a golden lion here. So that's all been replaced and is brand new. All this tile over here is all brand new tile. And this is swimming pool paint around the outside with tile in the center. And everything's been refurbished and completed. Over there I got a light that I need to reinstall. That the screw fell out of it. But otherwise, turned out real good. And Leo, you've been swimming in the pool?
See hi, YouTubers.
You've been swimming in the pool? Oh, what happened to your hand? You have a band-aid? Yay. Yeah. He scratched it when he was getting out of the pool. He scratched it. And he's okay, but he likes having a band-aid on it, right? Very funny. So yeah, very beautiful day. Finally, all the elections are over, so that whole mess is completed, disrupting everyone's lives for elections here. It's just crazy in the province for election time. But yeah, it's a very beautiful day today. I'm making good solar power. But I'm going to be managing my pool differently now this time from before. I was trying to save the ultimate in electricity costs by not running my pool pump, and then I constantly was having problems with it turning green and algae and all that. So I've changed my mind now. I'm going to increase my electric costs to keep the pool nice and crystal clear blue like this. So I'll have one pump running 24/7, and then during the daytime, during the sunny time, I'll run both the other pumps, which I got right now. Now, one of my 3 pumps has been damaged from trying to manage all the rainwater when the pool was empty and all the dirty water that was in there. So one of my pumps, I've damaged it, and it only puts out about 50% of what it should. So I'll have to replace that pump. Probably won't be till next year now, but for now it'll do fine for keeping the pump or keeping the pool, you know, nice and circulated, and see it, this waterfall that should be coming over with lots of water over the waterfall, but now it's just a little tiny bit of a drain. I can get more water going over it if I shut off the sprinkler over the cross, but for now that's the way I'm going to leave it, just to circulate it. So yeah, that's just an update what's going on around here, guys. Not much else. I'm waiting on a bunch of government, Philippines immigration negotiations and stuff with them, trying to get my whole situation back to normal here 4 years after COVID, and trying to get, you know, so I can leave the country again. My mom is getting way up there in age, and her health is failing fast, so I really need to get back to the US for a while, and I'm probably going to do that as soon as I get where I can leave the country again. I got my brand new passport and all that figured out and taken care of at Cebu Consulate here back in February, beginning February, and my son now has his US passport with his certificate of foreign birth. So I'm gearing up and getting all the required documents and everything I need to when I go back to the US, visit family, and I can also apply for my Social Security because I'm 62 now, so I'll be applying for that. And I just figured it out that if I'm able to get all the benefits that I'm eligible for, it'll be right at the family maximum, or right a little bit over 6,000 US dollars per month, which is crazy awesome. Even when I was working my oil field job in operations for British Petroleum and for Hillcorp in Alaska, my take-home pay was probably between 6,000 and 8,000 a month. So I'm going to be right at that same place again with my other income I got coming in and Social Security once it starts up. So we'll be able to fix everything I need to fix around here next year, and then start traveling. We're going to travel cruises. We're going to travel all around the Philippine Islands, and for about 2 to 3 years, we're just going to travel and have a good retirement, relax, hire people around, a couple more people around here to care for the place perfectly while we're gone, and take care of all that stuff, and have a great retirement. And without this family maximum Social Security, I'm unable to do that because I spent all my first pension from my oil field job my whole life. I spent that on buying all the land here, buying my vehicles, buying the house and the property and the pool, and everything here is paid off in full. So all that's done and taken care of, and I only have utilities to pay, which is very small amount, right? So I got solar, blah blah blah. So I'm gonna increase my solar here a little bit because I'm gonna increase my electricity usage. I'm gonna put another couple battery banks in my system for blackouts and for long-term off-grid power outages, and then maybe even double the size of my solar system. So we'll be set. And then my wife Lilibeth and my son, when I die, they'll be taken care of because they'll have their electricity will all be free. She'll be able to afford everything that she needs to do with Leo going to college and blah 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 blah. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that Social Security doesn't fail. Because if it does, then it could put a kink in my armor here. So, and like I say, I made, you know, hundreds of thousands in the stock market in my earlier days, and I cashed all that in and added that to my first pension and did all this here in the Philippines. But but I never put my money very long term in the markets because I just never trusted them. That's a Ponzi scheme and manipulated so much. It's not a free market anymore. There's manipulation constantly over the last 30, 40 years. It's just, you know, with the Federal Reserve manipulating and the government manipulating, and the whole thing gonna collapse someday. It's a Ponzi scheme, just like Social Security Ponzi scheme. So I'm hoping Social Security will last another 10 years or so then I can be set. But if it fails before 10 years from now, I could have some hard times. But I'm old. I already did tons of traveling and stuff, so I don't really care about that as much as, you know, helping out my wife and my son, you know, for after I'm dead. But for now, everything's looking good and on track. So that's just a personal update to you guys. Appreciate you coming on the channel and looking at our situation every once in a while. And I'll get to be more elaborate on my whole immigration situation when it's all completed. So right now I'm getting help with all that through JRC consultants, immigration consultants in Cebu. When we went there to the consulate to get my renewal, my passport and all that, we went to JRC, and so far they're doing a great job to help me through all this, and we'll see, hopefully in a couple months, I think there's at least a couple more months, I should be all cleared up and ready to go. So anyways, that's my update. Take care. I love you guys very much. Thank you for my channel. I'm almost close to 2,000 after it's been 2.5 years. Started this channel, and I appreciate you guys sharing and liking and subscribing. Thank you very much, and God bless. Bye-bye.